Hi, welcome everyone. It's Mike Newton back in the swing studio here at Lytham Golf Academy. Got a little swing tip for here with the driver to help you hit more up on the ball to try and gain some more yards from your tee shots. Okay, so many pupils I see generally struggle a little bit more with the driver than probably more with the irons. So what I sort of see is very much of a descending blow onto the golf ball, which does make it very difficult to be consistent with the drive, actually launching it, controlling the spin, and also then the direction of the golf shots. Okay, so this little tip is just quite a simple little tip here, but hopefully should just help you to hit more up on it, increase your launch, lower your spin, and you're going to get some more yards off your tee shots. So as I say, a lot of golfers are fine will get themselves set in a position where possibly the ball is positioned more too far into the middle of the stance. Okay, so they haven't got it positioned forward, but then also if they do have it positioned forward, what I see is they tend to want to get the head over the ball. It's one of those old sort of tales, keep your head over the golf ball, and that sometimes a lot of golfers take that to the extreme. So yes, they play the position of the ball in the right area, inside left heel, but then what they do is then they sit into this left-hand side to get the head over that golf ball. Okay, so obviously then you're very much on top of it, and that's going to create a very sort of downward sort of attack onto the golf ball. So what I'm just going to do here, I'm going to hit a shot in that position. We've got GC2 with HMT set up here, so I'm going to measure an attack angle here and see what that measurement is for me having my sort of sternum more over the top of the ball, which is what, as I say, what I find with a lot of golfers that happen through coaching sessions. So let's give this one a set up. So I'm going to play a ball in a good part of the stance, but I'm going to get myself more over it, which I'm seeing a lot of golfers do. Let's see what this number produces. Okay, yeah, I mean that's just gone sort of low and cut off to the right. Struggled to square the club face up. Very much felt like a hit down, and it'll be interesting to see a number, which we'll have a look at now. Okay, so there's the actual ball flight there. So you can see it's quite a low ball flight because I've hit more down on it. It's actually started right and then cut further right. So as I said, I couldn't really square the club face up because I was more over the top of the golf ball, hitting down. It just creates that sort of squeezy sort of shot that you see there. So I think a lot of golfers out there will relate to that type of ball flight. Okay, so here's the HMT data screen here. So strike was pretty good there. Sort of high toe is always a desired place to sort of hit the golf ball, but this is the one we're looking at here. So tackle, you see 5.6 down. That's really is quite down there. So that's where that ball is initially going to launch very low, and obviously it's going to, as you see, you can see I couldn't square that club face up. Okay, path was all right. Couldn't square the club face up, so that's just going to squeeze right and then cut further right. Right, so let's try and rectify that. So what I want you guys to try and do, if you sort of see that golf shot there, that low squirty sort of shot that peels off to the right, then chances are you're going to be sort of more over the top of the golf ball. So this is a great little drill, very simple here. So basically you're going to get your set up again, make sure your ball is positioned inside left heel, which is good. So as you get into your setup position here, what I want you to feel is like a slight sort of spine tilt away from target. Okay, now just be careful here, because what I don't want you to do is to sit into this right hand side, so obviously you're shoving all your weight into that back trail leg. What I want you to do here is just leave your legs where they are, but just feel like a spine tilt slightly away of target. So what that does with the shoulders, it creates the shoulders to sort of the right shoulders to drop down slightly for a right-handed golfer. So hopefully that's going to help us attack the ball more on that upward blow. Okay, so let's give this one a go. So again, I'm going to work on that same ball position, okay, and posture, and then I'm just going to feel this little spine tilt, okay. Let's see if this gives us a different number. Yeah, but straight away I can see a different ball flight there, definitely a sort of higher ball flight. So let's have a quick look at some data and see if that attack angle's changed, and maybe also how it's changed spin numbers and launch number. Right, so there you can obviously see a very different shape of shot there. So quite a bit more of a draw there as opposed to that push, weak cut. And you can probably see the differences of the height and the peak of the flight. Right, so here's the data on there. So again, slight high toe strike there, which is always a nice place to hit it on the golf club. Path there was good. Club face slightly delivered closed, so squared that up a lot better there. You know, sort of 3 point something open on the last one. So it's given me time to square the club face up, but here we go, attack angle, 2.6 up. So it's 5 point whatever down, now 2.6 up. So it's a big shift there, 7 degrees shift of, you know, attack there.
So here's what happens and what sort of changes that with the numbers. So you can see club head speed has changed. So I've actually swung it 3 mile an hour quicker there because I'm swinging up into room, not down. Okay, the ball speed's obviously massively jumped there. So I struck both of those in a very similar position, but ball speed's a massive difference there, 14 mile an hour ball speed. So the smash factor's jumped way high. You see the launch is increased, so I've delivered more dynamic loft. So that's popped the launch up nearly to 12 instead of 7. Okay, so the side spin's gone from 947 right spin, fade spin, to 633 draw. Here's a good one as well. Spins dropped, so 700 revolutions less backspin there. So the peak of the height is higher. Descent angle a little bit steeper, but not too steep by any means. But here we go. Here's a massive difference of carry. 237 against 292. I know which one I'll have all day long there. So massive change in numbers there. Okay, I mean, that is a huge change, just purely of changing my body position at impact. Right, so massive change of some numbers there in terms of distance, but not just distance there, but also the actual quality of the ball flight. Now, I know if I'm hitting into a strong wind there, and that's launching higher, many of you out there will panic. Okay, you think, I don't want to hit this ball too high. But if that ball's travelling faster and with less spin, that ball's going to penetrate the wind a lot more. So I'd take that higher ball flight all day long if the wind's right into my face. So very much more optimum, which is where the distance is really sort of coming from there. Okay, very, very simple tip there. Just feel that little bit of tilt in that spine. So we're not sitting into the right. It's just that spine tilt, and that can really change your angle of attack from down to sort of more up on the golf ball. You should see some real big differences of distance there. What it does though, it will change obviously the dynamic loft, which we've seen there at impact. So your driver, possibly if it's been fitted to a downward attack, then you're going to probably have quite a bit of loft in it. If it's been a good fit, then you're generally going to have a bit of loft in it to try and get that flight up. Now all of a sudden, if you change that and deliver it more sort of 1 or 2 on the up, you're delivering more loft. So that high lofted driver now could be producing too much loft at impact, and you could literally be hitting it too high. So if that is happening and going way too high, then possibly have a quick look or get in contact with your local pro or fitter and just maybe have a look at your loft you're delivering, because that's probably going to want to need to be changed really to control your dynamic loft, in terms of you probably want it to be less loft than the actual driver itself. Okay. Right, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you're going to pick up a few yards off the tee. Let me know if you've tried this and you've picked up some more yards. I'd love to know. Thanks for watching. Loads more videos coming your way through my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll put a link up here, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.